Hello, everyone. Today we will be focusing on older adults and technology, particularly how they view technology, ways in which we can help them have a more positive understanding of technology, and encourage them to use technology. For the agenda today, we will first look at some background information regarding the relationship between technology and older adults. Then we will look at some barriers that could be reasons for the lack of technology used by older adults, such as cost, demographic and social factors, content and information needs, skills and ability, as well as motivation and their attitudes. Afterwards, we will move on to the benefits of technology for older adults, some tips to help older adults learn about technology, and additional resources at the end. To start off, older adults are one of the most digitally excluded population, despite the fact that technology can be really beneficial to this population. For instance, it can improve their quality of life and allow them to participate in society. Researchers have also found that age is not necessarily a barrier for older adults to access technology themselves. Rather, factors such as poverty, disability or poor health, cost, skills, and social isolation are more likely to be factors that exclude older adults from accessing technology. Moreover, older adults are more likely to be underrepresented as users of technology, despite the fact that there are a growing number of users. Despite this, older adults at times exclude themselves, as those who do not use technology say they will continue to do so and expect to remain that way. Moving on, we will now discuss the five main barriers that have been identified by researchers which influence the lack of technology use from older adults. This includes the cost, demographic and social factors, content and information needs, skills and ability, as well as motivation and attitudes. The first barrier is the cost. Different technological devices and equipment can be expensive, especially if they are newer and have more functions available. Because of this, older adults may not be able to afford to buy and use technology if they have no financial support from others, living in poverty, or rely on welfare and pensions with no extra money to spare. The second barrier is the demographic and social factors. This may include someone's gender, culture, household structure, educational level, and whether or not they are geographically isolated in an area. For instance, researchers have found that males are more likely to use technology and the internet than females. This could also be because there are statistically more older females than males, and researchers have found that the older a person is, the less likely they are to use technology or the internet. The household structure can also be a barrier, as those who are more likely to live in a single person household have no support or guidance from others to use technology at home. Those with lower levels of education may be less likely to use technology and the internet. And finally, those who are isolated within a geographical location may be less likely to use technology or the internet, such as those living in rural areas or undeveloped countries. Many older adults do not think that technology or the internet is relevant to them and that it has nothing interesting for them. This is because many older adults do not know the benefits that technology and the internet could provide them. Another thing is that many older adults found certain websites to be poorly designed and not very accessible to use. This is because the needs of older adults were not taken into consideration during the development of certain technology, websites, or apps. Therefore, many older adults do not like what they see online or when using technology. Despite this, researchers found that older adults who do use the internet tend to use email to keep in touch with friends or family and to find information about hobbies, health, news, or current events, which is different from other age groups who use the internet and technology for other activities. Skills and ability are another big barrier for many older adults. Compared to those born in the younger generation, the ability to learn and adapt to new technology is easier for younger people today than older adults. Younger people are also more likely to be taught how to use technology and the internet through education or work experience. Because of this, the lack of skills and ability creates a big barrier for older adults, particularly if they receive a lack of instruction or instructions that are too technical to understand. As a result, a lack of assistance or guidance would make it difficult. However, even with assistance, assistants usually complete the tasks for them instead of guiding them, so they are not being taught the skills and ability to use technology. Many older adults also don't know the difference between different types of technology and their functions. Health problems or disabilities may also impact the ability to use technology, especially if they are not accessible to all. This means that those who were once engaging in technology may also disengage in the future. Although many older adults are willing to learn to use technology, without the opportunity or support, they have a higher chance of being socially isolated. Researchers have found that there are many older adults who are willing and motivated to use technology or the internet, but only if they knew about the benefits that it could provide for them. For some others, they feel anxious and have misconceived ideas about security and privacy when using technology or the internet. There are also older adults who participate in self-exclusion when it comes to technology because they have no interest in technology or the internet. Finally, older adults believe that society has become over-reliant on technology and are concerned about the lack of social interaction and social skills of younger generations. Here are some benefits of technology and why it would be beneficial for older adults. First, you can easily track your health information online, like your medical history, medical results, and contact information of your physicians and doctors. You can also easily book or cancel appointments online. It can also help with management of medication and keep track of one's prescribed medication schedule through timely alerts from apps or setting a reminder. Technology is also beneficial in assessing videos or games that provide exercise and encourage older adults to move, as well as mental exercises. Technology has been shown to reduce depressive symptoms in older adults, maintain or even increase social interaction, which can reduce loneliness. Moreover, technology could provide safety for older adults through the use of certain technological devices and safety features. Finally, technology can improve the overall health of individuals and reduce chronic illness, which is associated with a higher subjective sense of well-being. Here are some tips when helping and teaching older adults to use technology. The most important thing before this is to make sure that the person actually wants to learn. The first tip is to be patient and try not to lose your temper, since learning can take more time and effort for older adults. It is also important to speak calmly and slowly when explaining. This way, the person you are teaching does not feel panicked or rushed. Be supportive, as it could take a few tries before learning and understanding how to do something new. Pick a quiet place with no disturbances. Take your time to make sure you have enough time to teach and explain things properly. Keep it simple by using simple and common words and avoid using slang or technical terms. Focus on one thing at a time. Use an audible, clear, and loud voice to make sure you can be easily understood. Be prepared and know what you are teaching beforehand by learning the skills and the knowledge you will need by yourself first. Repeat as many times as possible. Check to see what the person has learned and whether they have understood the material by asking questions or asking them to demonstrate. Be respectful. Keep an open mind by not being judgmental or underestimate someone. Be flexible, since it could take time for someone to learn something new. It's also important to keep the lesson short, be kind, be polite, and most importantly, have fun and enjoy the time you spend together. Here are some additional resources you can check out. The first one is called Act 2 Dementia, which is a website that provides a list of touchscreen accessible apps like games and activities that can be downloaded on a tablet for older adults to play. They also have a Chinese game section as well as English. Yihang also has a virtual reality for seniors program, giving seniors an opportunity to play and engage with virtual reality technology. You can find more information about this program on the community service section on the Yihang website, or watch their Care Learning video about this program on the website as well. The Amica Senior Lifestyles website has a page called Thousands of Online Classes for Seniors, where you can find online classes for a variety of topics like cooking and learning new hobbies like sewing and so on. They even have a section where they take you to websites to learn and improve your understanding of technology, websites, internet safety, setting passwords, and so on.